This episode of D.C.C Channel Dew News is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the dew, feel the dew, and go to your stores and buy some Mountain Dew. Let's get on with the show. And welcome, guys, to another episode of D.C.C Dew News. And on today's episode of Talking SmackDown, boy, do we have a lot to talk about. For those of you who are unaware, on this series, on tonight's, or should I say, every Tuesday on Talking SmackDown, I talk about the events that go down on SmackDown Live, only on the USA Network. But that's for those of you who are new to my studio. I just wanted to explain that. But anywho, let's start off the show with Chris being welcomed to SmackDown Live by the commissioners Shane McMahon. During the welcome, AJ comes out as well as the former, but now he's back to being the United States Champion, Kevin Owens. Which leads to the main event being Chris and Kevin for a title match with AJ being banned from the ringside. I say AJ's banned from the ringside because during the beginning of SmackDown, AJ got the jump on Kevin Owens. So yeah, that was a good way to start off SmackDown Live. I thought it was pretty good. I give it an up. I give it an up. The first match of the night. Actually, I don't know if it was the first match, but the first match we're going to talk about is Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. With the Singh brothers, who I think they used to be called the Bollywood Boys, by ringside. All in all, I'd say this match, it wasn't great, wasn't good. I say it was okay. Sami Zayn, Jinder Mahal, Sami gave it his best. Sami was the one. With Sami Zayn, I gave it an up, but with Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers, or Bollywood, whatever they're called, with them kept interfering and messing with the ref, I give it a down because, I mean, come on, ref, I just hope by Backlash, when it's Randy versus Jinder, they banned the Singh brothers from ringside. But sadly, we had Jinder Mahal win the match against Sami Zayn with help from the Bollywood brothers, or the Singh brothers. I don't know what they're called now. I remember they used to be called Bollywood, I guess. Kind of disappointed. I was really hoping Sami Zayn would win, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? Oh, anywho, our next topic is the tag team match of Natalya and Carmella versus Naomi and what was Charlotte. But before the match, backstage, the what were they called? The Welcome Committee group kind of got the jump on Charlotte, so it was just Naomi in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the beginning of the match, but then Charlotte comes out, making it back to being a tag team. They gave it their best. Sadly, with the interference of the Welcome Committee, Carmella was able to get the pin in Naomi, but all in all, the match was good. Even though Charlotte got jumped, she managed to come back and, excuse my language, was kicking some was kicking some butt. But like I said, Carmella and Nat won the match for the Welcome Committee group. After the match was interesting, because we had Becky Lynch enter the ring, and it looked like she was going to join the Welcome Committee. But when she got to James Ellsworth, I guess she was going to go in, she was like, oh, let me go in as a hug, and just shoves him into Carmella and the other chick whose name I forgot, and just goes on the attack. But being outnumbered, sadly, my baby Becky got outnumbered and was just devastated. Which can't wait for next Tuesday to see how next Tuesday SmackDown's going to affair with this new group. So now Becky Lynch is siding with Charlotte and Naomi. So can't wait to see what that's going to turn out like. What is next? Our next match, it was, well, not next match, but the next match that we're talking about is Ziggler versus Sin Cara, if I'm saying that right. I guess Ziggler wants to send a message to Nakamura, before Backlash on Sunday. I don't know what Sunday, I can't remember what they said. But Ziggler coming out with a win. An amazing win, actually, because it looks like Sin Cara was going to go for several wins there, but Ziggler was able to pull out a win with the super kick. So again, that was really nice. Ziggler, great performance. I give that match a thumbs up, just like the Diva Tag Team. That match gets a thumbs up. And then we get to, we skip, I think there was like 1 or 2, hold on. Give me 1 minute, guys. Sorry about that. I had a message I had to reply to. Alright, there we go. As we were saying, guys, our next and final match we're going to be talking about is the main event US rematch for the United States title, which is Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. Now, this match was really interesting, and I'm not going to talk about it right now because we are not even halfway through this. So right now, I'm going to take us to a commercial break. Well, not commercial break, but a music break. Let's see what song we can find. Here's a good one. So enjoy some Miracle of Sound. I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you after the break.
Sailed across the sea to search a distant land, a new frontier before him to provide an upper hand. Mysterious agendas lay behind a graceful guise. A son was born, begotten, shorn, betrayed to noble lies. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father rode will never fill my sails. On the salty sea, my brothers I will lead. Our cannons fast they burn and blast. Our blood is of the creed. Our father lost to hunger, the temptation of control. No sentiment you represent can tame a savage soul. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father rode will never fill my sails.
And that was His Father's Son by Miracle of Sound. If you guys like that, you should check out his other videos. I will leave a comment, or not comment, I will leave a link to his channel or one of his videos in the description below. Again, check out his stuff, man. Miracle of Sound makes some good stuff, from Assassin's Creed songs, to the Dark Knight song, to Skyrim. Basically, you think of any popular video game, he has a song for it. Anywho, let's get back to the our main event talk, which again was Chris and Kevin for the United States titles match. Now, we have announced that AJ was banned from ringside, so I guess that means there was no interference. Again, I would have to say, I'm just going to go through all the notes I have written down here. So, this match, again, I give this a thumbs up. Thumbs up for it was good. Both fighters were really good. Kevin being the heel he was, again, the best heel out there, I can say. I mean, Walt what culture over on their channel, they have agreed to in the same thought that Kevin is pretty good at a heel. But the way the match started, it started off with both going at it, and then eventually Chris going for Kevin's injured hand. And after that, it was just basically, what was it? We have Chris avoiding a pop-up powerbomb, followed by KO avoiding the lion assault, whatever that flippy that Chris does. But then Chris avoiding a cannonball and doing another lion assault, this time connecting. Which, that was nice. We have the walls of Jericho getting locked in twice. And Kevin managing almost to tap out, but he makes it to the bottom rope in time. So almost tapping up to the walls of Jericho, but he barely made it to the bottom rope. We have several super kicks that the face of America connected with Jericho, and Jericho managed to kick out of all, what I think my head count was like four or five super kicks. And it took only the fifth or sixth one to knock out Chris, and Kevin Owens going in for the win and making himself the new United States champion again. And the reason why is, I guess, he's the face of America, which is funny because he's Canadian. But anywho, guys, after the match that was the most important and most horrible thing he did, which just shows the heeledness of Kevin Owens. You got, after the match, I guess Kevin Owens left the ring, but came back, delivering another pop-up powerbomb to Chris Jericho, and then going back, picking him up, and I don't know if you guys can hear this, but if you would, I think they probably posted on the YouTube channel, WWE, just type in that and you'll find it. But I noticed Kevin mouthed the words to Chris, "You were never my best friend." So that's some deep stuff right there. And then right when you think Kevin Owens done and he's leaving, he comes back, grabbing a steel chair, and looks like he's about to swing at Chris's face, but instead he puts it around Jericho's neck, slamming him into the steel post of the WWE ring. And I get it. I kind of figured this was going to happen, because I know, what did I hear? I think it was in what culture they talked about. I guess Chris was going on a tour with his band, because he's in the band when he's not wrestling. So it kind of makes sense. They would give Kevin Owens the belt again. And it also, it's a great way to, explain why Chris won't be, if he is on a tour, why he won't be on the following the other Tuesdays on SmackDown. But yeah, after Kevin Owens' brutal assault after the match, Chris Jericho was left in pain, with about 4 or 5 reps having to help him out of the ring. So again, that means AJ Styles will be competing against Kevin Owens for the United States champion. Let me you guys post in the comments below your predictions on what's going to happen when it comes to Jinder Mahal and being the number 1 contender for Randy Orton. Who's going to win out of that? Who's going to win between Kevin Owens and AJ? Do you think Chris is going to, go back and get redemption against Kevin Owens, or do you think this rivalry is going to end? I think what's going to happen when Backlash comes, and it looks like Kevin Owens is going to win, I think Chris is going to interrupt the match like he did that time against Goldberg. I don't know. That's my prediction. You guys leave your predictions in the comments below, what you're going to think happens on Backlash next Monday, next Tuesday on Raw and SmackDown. And right now, guys, we are reaching our 40-second mark. So I'm going to have to bid you guys adieu. Don't forget to follow me on Spreaker at D.C.C Channel Dew News. Follow me on Team Dew HQ. Subscribe if you're new. And on the Warlock 1ST. I post videos Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday on the Team Dew channel. And my main channel. As always, guys, I'm the Supreme Warlock. And I'm signing out. Thanks for tuning in. And you guys have a wonderful night.